All right, we good. All right, what's happening, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Buster on the Weekend here. I am your host, MC Buster here, man. Very glad for everybody to be tuned into the podcast. And hey, if you are new and just now finding out about this here, especially this episode that I just recently uploaded, you can go to the link that I was leading exclusive to all the other episode that you want to see from the first all the way up to my most recent that was a couple months ago. But hey, if you love the content, man, feel free to like, subscribe, and spread the word. All right, so man, back in the studio, man, it's most definitely my co-host here, Naj. What's going on, man?
My name is Bokeem Woodbine. That's who Rashonda told me I look like from Jason Leary.
Now, no, I'm about to say, one of the robots from our robot. All right, so as we get this cracking, man, we got some thought today, and I'm gonna recite a verse from Deuteronomy 31 verse 8, and it says, "It is the Lord who goes before you; He will be with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." Amen.
Amen.
All right. So as Nigel guys phone upside down, we're gonna get into the topics here. All right. So the first one that Nigel got on right here. So what's the first topic on Nigel that we got for the day?
Does the personality have to match to be cool with someone?
All right. So you got time. So you got time to break that down to us.
Yeah, I got a good amount of time to break it down to you. Does your personality has to match to be cool with someone? Yes and no. That's really more of a dependent question. You just can't narrow it down. That's my first take on that.
Gotcha. Well, I say. Oh, my fault.
You go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say for like as far as like personality, like I say that people becoming in your life different. Not everybody is gonna be the same. Some personalities might be a little off, weird, or might be misunderstood. But if they come with like good intentions and positive vibes and spark some motivation and stuff, I feel like that those are the type of people that are worth keeping around, even if it's a best friend or somebody that is like a brother to and stuff. But personality is more like it should be more definitely talk about, because everybody so far or so much on time keep some expectations be on things that ain't even up for, like trying to understand somebody pretty much as a person, like their personality and their mindset and everything. If your personality ain't of good intentions, then it's not good to keep around. But so far as like having somebody that pretty much matches your energy and personality stuff, like they really don't gotta be up tempo with your personality, because at the end of the day, as long as you enjoy each other's company, then everything else will flow smooth like water.
Right. One of the things that I say is match personalities can help. That ain't a requirement though. It ain't really the first thing that you would have to think about. I mean, most people come across things that are like mutual, them being curious of another person and their willingness to, deal with another person. I wanted to say the F word, like F with a person, but it's all about what's being mutual, curious of a person, and like a person's willpower to actually learn that person.
Right.
sometimes chemistry is different. People click different. People come through situations. People grow from situations, and how the way they deal with folks clicks in. You know what I mean? Some people have to be in situations to learn a person. It doesn't just happen right there and then. Sometimes it's over time. You know, some people might think a person is weird until they actually learn that they're weird. It's like a good weird. You know what I mean? Like, people might say this is a nerd, but he's a good weird because there's a nerd. Or some people have their different shares of values and vibes. You know what I mean? Like, my vibe might not be your type of vibe. You might like apples, I might like pears. But shit, they both fruit, so we can agree on something. You know, we can meet down the middle. But, you know what I mean? You also got what you call a trait. A personality also has a complementary trait. So, like, a person who's energized might get somebody who might be lazy, sluggish, this, that, and the third. So that energized or that energetic person might get that little, you know, that little energy that person needs in their day, and they fuck with that. You know what I mean? That might be different in terms of they used to being lazy, but they needed that energy from, you know, that energetic person. You know, so like I said, vibes be clicking different, and it depends on the situation.
Yep. Yeah, I say that for like, you know, so far like with you know, how like, cause like, you know, not like on certain days, you know, a person be like going through something and shit, but you'll never know, especially if that's your friend and everything. It's a saying that I be hearing a lot, saying that that the happiest person that you meet, you know, it's not always happy. They just hide use that to hide something that pretty much actually go through or on.
That's the same thing with people who typically do comedy. Science shows or psychology shows that people who typically are the funniest in the room are often the saddest. So that's what they say, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, people personalities be different don't mean that they can't vibe, and then it doesn't mean that they can vibe because their personality is the same. I've seen people who have the same personality bump heads, so it really be, you know, that's a depending question. It really depends on how that person goes about. I got my set of differences as where I'm the energetic person inside the relationship. You know, my wife, she has her moments, she has her days, she has her moods. And, you know, sometimes I'm the more likely to get angry. She's more likely to sit back and be calm about something. But for the most part, you know, everybody, we got our kinks and twists and we still together, you know what I mean? 2 years deep, married. So people got their set of differences and values, of course, you know what I mean? Like I said, chemistry, different. Chemistry does play a part in personalities. So you can be cool with a person. You can be cool with a person, y'all be at a distance. I mean, hell, you at a distance and me and you still stay cool every time we see each other.
Shit. It be time that we are like, you know what I'm saying, go like a week or two without talking, and then we just come back, talking like we never left. You know, when you got like something great like that going with somebody, man, you know, that's something that's hard to replace, especially if you know them for like very long time and shit, you know. But you know, it's all about, you know, more happy days, especially trying to lift each other up and stuff. Chemistry, yes, for sure.
That's what I be trying to say. Like, the focus on that is it's a correlation in what depends and what does not depend. You know what I mean? So you could draw a line, and when somebody's always negative and a personality don't vibe with that, you can easily see that they're gonna dismiss that. So if a person ain't cool with all that negative talk and they have a stigma of like backing out from confrontations and not want to deal with that, that's their right. You know what I mean? They don't have to be cool with that type of personality. I don't want to be a nasty mouth person trying to kill off somebody else's vibe, just be honest with you. Yeah. That's really more about, it depends. Like I said, it really depends. That's just on my end, it depends.
Oh yeah. As Bob say, about iron sharpens iron.
Yeah. What it says, the birds flock together, fuck together. So what?
No, the birds of what? Birds of a feather flock together. This nigga saying. Man. Then also, what you say about people trying to come in and ruin a person's vibe and stuff because theirs is off and shit. Also in the Bible it does say something about bad company corrupts on good character. So
yeah, bad company does corrupt good character.
Because also with that, I feel like that if a person vibe and then they know that they energy is off and stuff, it be time that they want to take time and just isolate for a minute. It's really nothing personal. It's just something that that's going on with within the individual, and if something is off, then it be that person be want to take some time and try get they self together, recharge their battery and stuff. And if you and if you been around somebody who knows that you like to take, or you be having to take a break at a point in time, or you busy or whatever, that's good chemistry. That's a good bond because you pretty much know each other at that point.
True stuff. So
oh yeah,
chemistry is weird. How people handle that, growth through different circumstances, whether it's a short period or a long time, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shared values equal shared vibes. And also, you gotta have complementary traits. You don't need the same personality, but if you respect somebody's core value, like honesty, loyalty, kindness.
Oh yeah,
that is some key things that is amongst a lot of humans. That's like very common amongst humans: honesty, loyalty, and kindness. So being trustworthy, dependent, those things. When I say growth through differences, people who tend to have growth through differences give different perspectives on situations. They're able to help you do different things, and that's how you can be cool with someone. Being cool with someone or chilled in a sense doesn't necessarily also mean that you have to. Being cool means you could either be neutral or you could be good with someone, like on good terms. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing against them, and also, when I say it's nothing negative that you would really say about them, and like that person cool, like, you know what I mean? It's to that degree of saying that they straight, you know what I mean? They alright with me, you know what I mean? Versus a person, versus a person who said like, oh, they ain't cool with me. That sounds different then. So.
I pretty much annoy a person from the bottom way. We ain't buddy like that. You can say the word that people be using associates.
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, you can say cool at a higher level, or you can use it to the degree you want. But a lot of times, you say cool. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing bad that you can really say about that person. That's what I think. I'm saying when I ask the question, is it okay to be cool with a person based off their personalities? Really depends. I mean, that's on you. How the way you view it. I mean, like I said, a quiet person might think the energizing person is outgoing and spontaneous. You know what I mean? They might balance each other. You know what I mean? Two quiet people might enjoy company, but when it comes to it, they might be like, "Damn, you gonna say something?" I mean, and they might not click like that because, you know what I mean? Shit, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of time, my wife don't hear me talk. She'll come talking, and she know I'm the talkative one. I know her personality. She quieter than me. So if she start talking, that means she wanted energy. But I'm just letting you know. I know how that.
Yeah. She more like the quiet, just kind of like laid back and talk shy, like hey Melvin, and all that.
Yeah, she real reserved. She'll sit there and eyeball you before she say too much.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm just saying for the people that are aware of that. So Rashonda is definitely, she like reserved. She'll sit there and watch. She'll talk to you, but you got to talk to her first. Aside of that, though,
Right.
got a question. You asked me, did I listen to Chance the Rap album? Chance the Rapper album. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't, but I'm gonna get to it. The only speculation I had about that was people have been saying in the comments on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, that because Chance and his wife ex-wife had got a divorce, that this might be his better work. I don't know. He got older. He might not have that same hustle and flow that he wanted. So what did you update me on this album before I go and listen to it? Is it worth the listen?
Well, I'll say that I had listened to it about like 5 days ago, even though they're on like 2 weeks late because it had dropped about earlier this month, and I feel like that I'm not gonna sit there and say that I'm not gonna sit there and say that I'm not gonna sit there and say that that's like his best work or over all the other things that he did, especially like Acid Rock. People still I still say that that's one of his greatest mistakes that he ever did, along with Covering Book. But I say that I could put that the new project that he did as like a little bit right behind it. But I feel like that he's getting back to those Acid Rock roots, and so going back to the Chance that people know, and that he know that the fame this popularity is kind of like decreasing, but it's still some fans that are out there just expecting him to release an album, going back to exactly who he was, and within that album, he went back to it. Because the bit that, so pretty much, and we back, and he said he brought that back too. But the bit that was ass, I ain't gonna miss it. So, but other than that, but I feel like they
I was gonna say, I see you up there trying to get you some dreads back with your head like him.
Oh yeah, man. I just got these did I just got these did Tuesday. So
I feel you on that. But I'm gonna go and listen to that album, see how it goes for the most part, and I'll get back with you on that. Sidebar. But for the most part on this next conversation that we was having. So, I wanted to talk about not coming up with a book or a movie genre, but naming some books and movies. It's just a little game. Let's see if we can get it right. For the most part, we're gonna go word for word, see who wrong on what, right on what. Just a little game to see where we at, and how good we may be at guessing the genre. If I'm saying right, genre.
Yeah. Nigga said Denver.
Hey, for real though. So we're gonna do it book genres and movie genres. You hear me? Gonna guess it. I'm gonna go bar for bar. And then if you feel like you need to use the internet, do that. But right now, let's stay away from it as much as possible because we're already recording enough. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
We can cancel the book genre and go straight to movies because I know you probably watch more TV.
Yeah. Watch more. Yeah, I did watch more movies solo. It's been missed outside. I read a book, except for literature. I had literature class on last semester, so no.
All right. When I say book, I don't mean just necessarily book. I mean like you can say comic or some type of piece of reading. Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna give you an example. A comic, Frank Miller's The Batman, Dark Knight. What genre do you think that would be in?
Frank Miller's Batman Dark Knight. I say action and then drama and mystery.
That is incorporated. It is action, adventure, thriller.
Nah.
I mean, you ain't wrong. I mean, that's just the point of it. You get what I'm saying? To see if people actually reading books nowadays, or reading about something, or knowing, things a little bit, something or what's going on around them, at least been up to speed. But Frank Miller's Batman was his versions was created roughly in the 80s. If you need some backlog on that, his Batman was a little bit different. And yes, his Batman used a gun. He would use it in the use of protection, but not necessarily to kill. It was in one instance he actually shot the Joker in his comics. That's a fun fact. You should read up on Frank Miller's Batman.
I've been tuned into the comments lately, man. The last one on that I had the last one that I did have watched the story about was the one called Deceased.
Deceased. What is that?
Well, for Deceased is more about like it's a whole different Earth, or a whole different Earth within the DC universe where all the heroes and villains that turn into zombies and stuff.
You finna get ready to go into some Mortal Kombat on DLC type of shit.
I know. But I like to say that there is a little bit better than Marvel Zombies, a little bit, the comic.
I would say, all right, let's stay back on topic. All right, we're finna try another one. 50 Shades of Grey.
I say more drama. And I probably say a little bit of thriller, but it's more drama.
Drama and thriller, you're right. Some people will try to romanticize it. It does have romance later on in it, but the thing about romance, you have to be more willing to understand how far you take the word romance. If it ain't like The Notebook, like the actual movie, which is a romance / drama, we ain't gonna take it there. But for the most part, 50 Shades of Grey, had Christian Grey, who was a mogul, a successful man, and wanted a younger lady to, enact some of his slave worship inside of the show.
Damn.
Hey, crazy shit inside that movie. But the reason why I said that is pretty much interesting. I'm throwing some of these things out, like Frank Miller's The Batman series that he had, 50 Shades of Grey, and 50 Shades Dark, because that might be some of the stuff people, interested in. Aside that. All right, I know you're familiar with this, not just a movie, but I'm gonna say a show. I'm not gonna limit us to just movies. The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
AMC's Walking Dead.
No. It's got a lot of percentage of drama. So definitely drama, and then horror, then action.
You said drama, horror, and action. So what you said, it is definitely horror, it is drama, it is what you call apocalypse survival.
Yep. Yep. This man thing shot, huh? What's going on, Makai?
Say hey.
What's up, man? What's up? Hey, nephew. Hey, y'all. This my nephew Makai over here, everybody. Say hi, Makai.
Hey, you gotta get ready to go. Go sit down.
All right, man.
Hey.
Yeah, Kate be the same way a little bit.
Yeah, so Walking Dead is considered horror and drama. Hey, so yeah, the Walking Dead series is definitely drama and horror. It had definitely a lot of seasons of drama. Tell you that, if
Mm-hmm.
not horror, it was surrounded by. That was a long ass series.
Oh yeah, man. Even though I haven't like really seen it since out the season I believe it was season 6 or so I believe season 6 when I'm not sure that you seen seen what Negan did.
Been a while, man.
Yeah, introduction to Negan with Negan, man. What he did, man, it's just it made me start watching the show, but pretty much in a good way. But the main reason why I started really watching because like I really don't. Yeah, it's just that the fact that you decided to keep somebody alive, man, who killed two of the most key characters, Glenn and then Abraham, man. Yeah, I started watching it then.
No, the whole series was about killing off characters from day one. So that's a piece
Yeah.
of it. I was gonna tell you, like, you probably see them about 3 or 4 seasons and they out. Even 3 seasons.
Oh yeah. And then surprised that their boy that played Trouble the boy who played Trouble being part of the series.
Right.
Z-Tech, his name was Simon.
All right, I got another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
The movie Matilda.
I never.
Hey.
I know.
Throw those childhood classics in there with a little spin.
I never seen it. I ain't gonna count to you. But I know I can say one drama. I can say one drama from that is fantasy.
It is definitely fantasy on its own part. Matilda was a child prodigy, pretty much learned how to use her smartness and her powers in the sense of using it in a disproportional family or a family that didn't like her. So she was not liked by her own family. For some odd reason, they thought she was too smart, and being too smart inside of that movie meant that it meant that it was weird. I don't know why. The school she went to the only teacher she had helped her. That's what the movie was about. It was Matilda was more fantasy. It was a good movie. What about Richie Rich? I know you remember Richie Rich.
Yeah, I definitely remember Richie Rich. I definitely remember Big Fat Liar too. But Richie Rich is more like a family and comedy.
Family and comedy, definitely. That's more family oriented and comedy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about? I have to say, a book that I know not a book, but a novel that we read was Beowulf. What is Beowulf about?
Now,
Beowulf.
What genre? Oh, John. Oh, okay. Okay, Beowulf is
tell me what it was about.
Oh yeah. It definitely got fantasy, and then action and adventure.
Definitely, action and adventure is the most notable part about it. It's also a folktale when you think about it too. Folktale is folktale in a sense of genres is basically whenever people tell your glorious stories, they tell stories throughout, history. The story might be told different of you. That's something we were taught when we were younger,
Right.
So for the most part, Beowulf was one of those good. There's a movie of it. There's a novel of it. I want to also say To Kill a Mockingbird. What do you think that was about?
Now, I say that is form of drama and suspense. I never read the book or even seen the movie.
So it is a form of depicted history. So that will be a fiction. Let me correct myself on that.
I'll take the time.
So you remember I told you I probably had to. It's a sense of being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Because it didn't actually happen, but it did have some similar things of what was going on in those times, those rough times, those racial times.
Oh yeah.
Atticus and all that. Yeah, so it is considered historical fiction. The story reflects real social tensions of the 1930s Deep South and is invoking thought. So it's courtroom drama, coming of age, Southern Gothic. That's what it's considered. But it's mostly, like I said, it's a form of fiction because it's historical fiction. Crazy.
Most likely historical fiction. I believe is like certain key events that actually happened was told in a more fictionalized way, or you could say that those key events that have been fused together into fused together alongside a fictionalized. Shit, I'm trying to get fictionalized story.
Right.
Or film.
And they have both the book and the film. And what's her name? I can't remember, but I know she's from Monroeville, Alabama.
Oh shit, Bama in the house. Ooh.
Yeah, so she's from Alabama. And the reason why that is so deep, Harper Lee, that's who she is, Harper Lee. She's from Monroeville, Alabama. And it says right here, it says it's a short drive from where I am. Atticus Finch was modeled after her father, a lawyer who was once defended two black men accused of murder. Though she published only one novel for most of her life, it impacted profound, shaping generations of readers and sparking conversation. She released a controversial book called Go Set a Watchman in 2015 that was actually written before The Mockingbird, but set decades later in the same universe. Which is crazy. I never thought about that. So, it is historical fiction for the most part.
Gotcha.
Let's try another book. I'll let you go on this because I'm running all out.
You good? All right. So I say this one is this pretty much gonna be filmed here. Film Us.
Us. Ooh. I'll say that is suspense, thriller, and I'll just label it suspense and thriller.
Well, I say most definitely horror and thriller. Man, because a family has been hunted down by another family who looks like them, which are pretty much in form of doppelgangers. put
Yeah.
you doppelgangers are more like the evil version of evil version of ourselves. And
Yeah,
and then
I was gonna say exactly what you were saying. It's definitely it's mind boggling when you think about it.
hmm
Because imagine somebody actually being the fucking human that was chasing them down. Because she was, remember, the flip
hmm
side, she was actually one of the humans, a part of uh, a group of clones. A human amongst a group of clones was chasing
uh-huh
the fucking clones. The clones thought that they were humans.
uh-huh
Let me correct that. The mother was the actual human amongst the clones, right?
hmm
And the fake mother, who was being chased by the real mother, had the fake clones. Or am I tripping?
Now you have because mainly it's the mom or the mom who is with who is with the actual family it's the clone, it's the clone. And then the one that who got thrown to the underground facility where all the rappers there that was in the red whole doppelganger. That pretty much that was the real mother and stuff.
Right.
The one that the one in all red she pretty much the real character, the real one. The other one was just a clone.
That was
That's
crazy.
something that's something that I didn't even know. That whole twist where there was just
Yeah, Jordan Peele really did his thing with Us, Damn, and Get Out. So I never thought him coming from Key and Peele, with him having such a widespread era of just Key and Peele comedy going straight into some
yeah,
motherfucking horror and thriller. You know what I mean? Off the rip, it was fucking
yeah.
crazy. People ain't gonna
Oh yeah.
people don't talk about that era enough where the Jordan Peele actually had that fucking time frame. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. See, we see all this shit that he did, man, was fucking box office perfection. And then you forgot on Candyman also.
Yeah.
Yup.
So
So
that's most part of it.
right now I gotta know. This is one of my favorites. Hmm. Hmm. Sinners.
Sinners. Ooh. Sinners. Sinners was kind of Sinners was gore. It was gore. I'll just give it that word, gore.
What is I say is what is action, musical, and then horror.
Would you say horror, drama, and thriller?
Yeah, pretty much. What made some action because you remember towards the end of the scene when a boy was soon had shot that the clan smoke.
Come on now. It ain't no musical. They ain't gonna listen to people saying it's we thought it was a musical, but that's ruled out.
Oh yeah. Mainly because of that scene. That scene in the club and stuff, man. That scene was dope.
Yeah, you ever heard of folk music? That was pretty much one of the things that was amongst the topics of that. So folk music is like soul music, hymns, things of that nature.
hmm
That was all Ryan Coogler's idea of why he wanted to make it about Mississippi, but he actually filmed it in Louisiana. If you didn't know it or not.
Oh shit! I thought it was actually in Clarksdale.
No.
That's crazy, damn.
A lot of people actually were kind of, eerie about that being the way it was, but
Yeah. Yeah, I still the score for me is still the same on 8. Damn, I'll try to say 8.5 out of 10. Because I still feel like there's some of those scenes could have been some of the scenes could have been a little longer. Especially the whole vampire thing.
Yeah, what I was caught by was the simple fact that towards the end he was like, the promise that him and his brother had made, and make sure that he was kept alive, protected throughout his lifespan. And then he had the audacity to ask him, do he want to get bit pretty much to live longer? And then he was like, nah, I'm cool on it. He just wanted to go ahead and die, He lived the life that he lived. So that was a bit of a twist when he walked into that joint, and But it was a good movie overall, though.
Oh yeah. I kind of figured that somebody that he survived because during the fight they only showing smoke was about him, but I guess that like you said that he made that promise because I didn't know if vampires can actually do it or keep their promises and stuff. But I say that when it comes to like yeah.
Hear me out. So if everybody got their origins of what Dracula is capable of doing, Dracula doesn't necessarily need your blood to actually preserve himself. Dracula doesn't necessarily have to drink blood every time he sees a human. So the origins of Dracula, he's the kings of vampires. He's the undeniably one of the greatest vampires to ever, do it. Aside Blade beating Dracula, that's crazy. But Dracula origin story, a lot of stories that have been made about him, he doesn't necessarily have to. And Dracula has been portrayed as a evil vampire. Take note that Dracula doesn't necessarily have to drink your blood. Some demons can control themselves. Some demons don't necessarily need to drink your blood right away to, it's not like an addiction. It's just how they survive. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of makes sense to me.
I say that something like Dracula was something similar to smoking mirror or to stacking mirror at the end because even though that he offered Sam immortality and everything, but he still had control. He still had control over that urge. Because but when they was under women's control and everything, it was hard for them to control that urge because all of them was part of a hive mind within women and shit. So now with women being dead, they have more control over their urge. Pretty much can to bite anyone, can to bite anyone wherever they please. But like with Sam saying that he doesn't want to live here on this earth no more. He's not saying that he doesn't know that even though his physical form is not gonna be up, but his spirit is gonna go up and stuff. But even though they're stacking mirror or getting immortality, but the thing is that it's not the immortality that God will provide for you. You're gonna end up suffering with the world and shit down.
What they say, you either fly fry or float. One of the things with that is even when a demon die, they still go to hell. So
Oh yeah.
The only way they survive is in that physical form. Aside that, what about Brothers? The movie's Brothers.
Oh yeah. I say that drama and military.
Crazy. Lot of shit. Hey, but guys, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's about that time, and Melvin, you know, it's almost.
Oh yeah, man. It's about that time, everybody, man. This has been another great episode of Bust on the Weekend here. My co-host Nigel, and I am your host, MC Buster, man. Once again, man, very glad, man, for everybody to be tuning into the podcast. And like I said, hey, you just now find out about this here. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and spread the word. All right, this has been Bust on the Weekend here, and we will see y'all next time. Peace, and let's do it again. All right. No one down, man.